to GenFriends. I'm your host, Cheri Passy from Carolina Girl Genealogy. We have got a wonderful panel, and we're hoping Mary's going to pop in. She's trying, but she got stuck doing something, so hopefully she'll be able to pop in. But we're going to talk about Relative Race Season 13, Day 3. Oh
Season
my goodness.
16.
What did I say?
Season 13.
16. Season
Day 3.
Thank you.
And you know what? I grabbed notes, I
You
believe
want to
it's
know
day
why I
2.
said that? Because Eric was here last time and had to remember what season Eric was.
Yeah.
It's at 13 in my mind. So yes, season 16. You haven't lost your mind. I've lost mine. So season 16, day 3, full of wonderful, wonderful family connections again. But before we get started, let me introduce the panel. We've got Shelley Murphy from the Family Tree Girl is right here. Hello, with her
Welcome from Virginia.
Virginia for her mountains in the background. We've got Melissa Barker, the
Blue
art
Ridge.
lady, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, everybody. Coming to you from Tennessee.
Glad to have you. Oh, Penny left. I'm just going to introduce Penny with you.
Where did she go?
We've got Laura Hedgecock from, oh,
She's there. She's
from
asleep.
Oh, she's napping.
Treasure Chest of
This
Memories.
shows you what kind of riveting entertainment the viewers are going to get here on this show.
So entertaining. She even ditched her baby to lay out. Not even
Exactly. So thank you guys for joining me tonight to talk about day 3 of season 16. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful, oh my gosh, I just love these teams, and I'm loving that their interactions with each other, and I'm loving who they're meeting. So we start out day 3 with Team Blue having the advantage from day 2, which was the pin and the map. So they know that they can, when they get to.
Think about that. Did you like the pin in the map?
Well, it could be helpful, but
Right.
It could be helpful. But
I hope Relative Race is listening. Nice idea, but
it was helpful for them to get to the, well, kind of sort of to the house, because we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, so we don't want to jump ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But they started out, again, I love when they kind of show what they're doing. And Sadie's hair was getting braided. And she just loved that. You could tell she loved that.
And she brought up something too that I'm sure that, and Cheri, I don't know if you have African American adoptive children or not.
I don't.
Okay. Well, I thought about it. In many seasons, we have seen Caucasian parents adopting African American children, and and I've thought about it. That their hair is unique to them. And she was talking about her mother buying books and
exactly.
things to try to figure out how to do it. And I thought, I would have to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I have a really good friend that all 3 of her children are adopted, and they're all African American, and so she found somebody in the community that's great with all this stuff and helped them and any questions.
My mother had trouble. All she could do was braid it.
Oh.
One braid. 2 pigtails. My hair is thick and curly, and hers like usury.
So she wasn't
thin. And thin.
That's too funny. So so I guess that's what you have to do if you have a adopted child that's not, or even if it's your birth child, but
your own child.
Even if it's your birth child and their hair is different.
Well, it's something you're not used to dealing with,
That's all.
Exactly.
But you could tell that she was really feeling the love.
Yes.
While she was doing that.
Because when she left, she says, "I'm really gonna miss my aunt," and I thought, "Oh, it's so sweet."
She did. It was
got
so
her hair
sweet.
braided. That was beautiful.
It really was. It really was.
The simplest thing, though, but it had such meaning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And of course,
also just the way that she brought up her mother while her aunt was doing it. It just kind of completed the circle of people that love her.
That's right. That connection. Absolutely.
And work with her hair. It was beautiful.
Yeah. The rest of the teams were looking at maps, trying to figure out where they may go next, or at least how to get out of the town that they were in, right? And so, sometimes those seems to help, and sometimes.
Well, and Team Red was kind of thinking, where might they be sending us based on what they know about.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Pretty clever.
Yeah, based on what the things that they heard. Yeah,
Which,
listen when the people are talking to you.
yeah, which led me that they didn't know where they were going the day before. You know what I'm saying? Because I always thought it's all planned out. It's a TV show too.
Yeah. Oh, I see what
But
you're
when
saying.
I heard her say that, and I thought, they don't know yet.
They don't know.
Until
I
they
mean,
get
relative race knows, but the teams absolutely don't know where they're
And we
going.
also know it could change at the last second because you remember it was episode 1 of the season.
That's right.
The one they were going to meet had an accident, and they
That's right.
had to Zoom with her, and when they were supposed to have met her in person.
Yeah,
so things could change.
It can change. Right. They have to be very flexible.
And really, it's only 10 days, but it's weeks, 10 weeks for us.
For us.
Only 10 days.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, what a great show.
I know. So they get out on the race and they get to their destination city. Of course, Team Blue had problems, even though they had looked at the map. They went past the road, and he was like, I know what he told me. He told me to do this, but somehow, and
he said it was only a block.
Take a left.
It was. What'd you say, Laura?
He said it was only like a block.
Yeah, it's good that they discovered it within that amount of time, because we've seen other seasons where it's been way more than that, and they've a lot of time doing that.
Well, we should put out the plea right now. If you're applying to relative race, please learn how to read a map.
Take a course on map reading.
Take a course on map. And go sit with the fire department or the city.
They use GPS. They don't use maps.
That's true.
They got GPS now.
Yeah, they're not using maps anymore either.
So how many of our teams have stopped and asked a police officer,
a
fire truck, something, and they don't know?
Yeah. So find it.
That's
from an older generation, and see if they can teach you how to use a map. And but I think what he was saying as well is, I mean, you get all pumped up, you get driving in the car, you might forget what you were told, or it just you get so excited.
And you're so excited.
Mm-hmm. But I have to say this. I mean, part of reading maps is having it's just an innate sense of direction.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't have.
Are just innately have an easier time with that.
That is absolutely true. That's absolutely.
My husband has tried to
find
teach
the tree, the house, or the building.
Yeah. And my husband has tried to teach me map reading because he was an insurance adjuster for 20 years before the internet. Yeah. So he had to use maps to find everyone's houses to go inspect. And he's tried to teach me, and I can get lost in a box with directions. So I have no sense of north, south, east, and west.
And I lived in Hawaii almost 8 years. That north, south, east, and west does not apply.
No.
But when I came back
ocean in the mountains,
mainland, it was like, wait, where's the ocean? Trying to windward side, the leeward side. So it was several years adapting to that.
Exactly. So it makes perfect sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense for people to have looked at a map and
we're recommending. GenFriends recommending.
Well, I'm not giving away anything from the end, but I want to say that they have been given these tablets with these maps on them. Yeah. And still they are going way over their times. All of them.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have decreased their time.
And it's still the same map as a paper map.
Remember Eric was here. Eric was here last time, and he said it's still a learning curve to use those.
Sure.
Well, if you can't, I mean, if you have a map of let's say where I live, Farmington Hills, Michigan, and you hear the name of my street, and you don't know where the street is, you don't know
where do you start looking. Nope.
Right.
You're not going to find
you can use the search function and type it in, and it'll show you.
Okay, ladies, that's your next presentation. I am serious, but
how do you use a map on relative race? Cheri?
Relative race.
We should put up a video.
We should.
And say relative race gives visit to all the contestants.
I bet you the relative race tablets do not have a search function.
No. I'm sure
but they got the actual map of the city where they're at.
Yeah.
So I know, but if you don't know where the place you're going is at,
you can't find it. Exactly. Well, let's talk about
It's
let's talk
pin.
about
Find the pin.
we had some texting back and forth, and that was really fun
That
because
was cute.
yeah, it was really cute. And I loved that Team Blue. What do they call them? The Idahoans?
Yeah.
Fellow
Something like that.
What did they say? I wrote it down and now I can't remember what exactly it was. It was just really funny. Yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Idahoans. Yeah. Idahoans. They told him, they said, because they both left out of the same city. So they said, look behind you. And they thought, oh, are they behind us? And he says, nope, not this time. They, got him. So I thought that was really cute that they,
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say something. Now,
Okay.
the TV crew is behind these
Yeah.
folks.
That's all.
Can you imagine the conversation by not taking that left or right turn?
Oh, they probably were. Yeah.
Because they got GPS. Think
Yeah.
about
But they're
Oh,
so
here
used
we
to it.
go.
So used to it. They know.
I'm sure they are like, okay, we're
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Exactly.
After all these years.
So what were
Yeah.
your thoughts about the challenge? And hey, what we haven't done this season is we haven't decided what needs to go into the family reunion book. This can't. It's too complicated.
Oh, I love this challenge.
Yeah,
I
I
thought it
loved
could go
it,
in
but
the
I don't
book.
know
I
how
think
you
it could
would-
go in the book.
But there
I don't know
was
how you-
logic to it.
Yeah, I don't know how you would build it.
And the brother-sister got it.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
He said, remember that one came down from there, so we'll
Right.
know. He got it right off at the
So
But no, they still had to do all the mouthy things. And it was called the
not of
I'm
the
okay with
Not
Aliens
of this
outside.
world.
not of this world. Yeah,
Oh,
not
not
of this world.
okay, but
Yeah. So they have the spaceship.
The
And
rockets.
I don't know how we're going to do that. We're going to have to DIY it somehow.
No, because
But
we're
it
the
was fun. I
different
agree with
roads.
Melissa. It was a lot of fun. So they had all these tubes running out of the out of the spaceship, and they had to figure out
In order.
the order where to put the balls in so they would come out 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
What the heck? And then if they
I thought it was kind of good though.
they missed, they had to start all over again.
They
So
put on funny things.
they're really looking to see if they can figure out where it's coming out. That's what
Right.
they're doing. And then if they missed it, try to figure it out so they can do it again. But then, like Melissa said, if it came out, if it came out of a spot that didn't have the number, then they had to go to a box that matched where it came out. And you, I know, like, I
Well,
would,
they had alien hands
yeah,
and alien
and
sunglasses.
The mouthpiece.
the
Yeah, isn't
mouth,
that like a dentist mouthpiece thing or something?
Mouthpiece.
and
That
there's a
was
game,
crazy.
and there's a game that
And
has
then
that too.
headphones.
Yeah, and
Oh
so
yeah, and the noise cancellation was
Yeah,
out, so
yeah.
you couldn't hear
you
anything.
couldn't hear, they couldn't help each other. So I mean, that
No.
was really, really funny. I would absolutely love to sit in on a meeting where they're trying to come up. I would love it. So relative race, if
They
I
were
can
all
ever
sitting
zoom
there with
in,
glasses,
I
with
can
these glasses on.
hear
Have
them.
we
funny.
ever asked them when they've been on how they come up with the games?
No, but maybe we could have somebody come on and talk.
We
to us.
need
think
to find
they
that
have-
out.
They
Dan,
have
that
like a separate
question?
team
I
that
think
does
we've
that.
talked to them about it, but we've never really gotten in depth. So
I don't think they ever revealed it.
I think it'd be really, really fun
It would
to.
be.
I think he said there was a team,
Yeah, there is
group.
a team. There is a
Yeah.
team, but I
And
would,
they have like beta testers.
yes, they do have beta testers because every
Oh,
once
yeah,
in a
that's right.
while you will see, our Utah people, we are testing these games. If you can come, blah, blah, blah. But I would love to be on one of the brainstorming sessions just to hear how it works. I think that
So
would
I think we should invent a game for them to do,
be.
for them to test.
Hmm,
I'm
that's an idea.
serious.
That's an idea, Shelley. Or our viewers, if you have some ideas, throw them at us.
Yeah.
See what we can do. That would be a lot of fun.
Because
But
I actually liked the games back in the first few seasons. History and
yeah, those were
stories
good
and
too.
pictures
Those were
and
good too. Yeah.
significant things, museum stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like those
Yeah.
because I'm not running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or throwing or picking something
Right.
up.
I
Yeah.
think these were really,
Or
I think this was
eating.
really fun for them. And I think what happens with these fun ones where they don't get too stressed out is that it breaks up the monotony for the day.
Yeah.
I think it kind of gives them something fun to do, but sometimes they do get too stressed out. Now, Team Blue really struggled with this, and I wasn't clear. Did they time out?
Yeah, they just
Yes.
stopped.
They never said we timed out, but I got the feeling that they
Oh,
timed
no,
out.
they did. They just
They did say.
it was a losing thing. They did the right
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So I felt really bad for them. And you could tell the weather was bad for them still as
It was
well.
rainy. Very
Yeah, it was
rainy.
pouring down rain.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
didn't help matters at all. And
Yeah.
but Team Black did a great job on this one. Everybody else did a pretty good job on this one. I loved the Team Green though.
Well, how do you know that Black did better than the other teams? Because to me,
Times.
it just
they were all getting to
well,
have,
maybe
if
maybe
you
it's just the
mess
way it
up,
was
you have to
edited.
wear one of those things. And they
Yeah.
all had to do it.
That's true. You're right. You're right. I think it was just the way it ended. It looked like they got done faster, but yeah. But I loved
It was also how they were understanding what they were trying to come out with the mouthpiece.
That's
so funny. Yeah, I just what I was gonna say is I loved Team Green and their banter and talking to each other because they're your daughter and mother-in-law, and so they've got a special and a unique relationship. So I love that. And
what a great relationship.
Hillary's like, you're leading me up you're leading me wrong. I can't trust you anymore. It was just really cute. It was just really cute.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Yeah, I think they had a really good time. I think they all had a really good time, except for Team Blue because they timed out. I mean, it is what it is.
But you know what? Okay.
Okay. It's okay.
And what did Dan the man say? This is day 3.
That's right. Always. It's. So then they get their text message and go to find their relative's house, and of course they've got the maps. Should be able to find it. They're still asking directions, which.
But did you notice? Didn't everything look rural this week?
Well, it did. Well, that's because where they were in North Carolina.
Red was in Houston, Texas. That's not rural.
Thank you.
Unless it's on the really outskirts of
Houston. Yeah, exactly. But when you're in Greensboro,
and Savannah isn't rural. Savannah's not rural.
Have been on the outside, but
no, in a small town too.
And Team Blue was in Virginia, in a very small town in Virginia.
They were in Max Meadows. You know where that is, Shelley?
No. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now.
When they finally got there, even though they had the pin on the map, and when they finally got there, it was gorgeous.
See what county that is?
Yeah,
gorgeous.
It's near Wytheville.
Wytheville. It's named after a gentleman. That's where Brian Sheffy's, I believe he's got ancestors from that area.
Very cool. And I love that, there were sheep and just
rural.
It was rural. It was really, it was really
There was a lot of good scenery. I liked it this time.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was
Virginia's pretty.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Pretty state.
But the pin didn't help too much.
No.
Maybe it was because it was so rural. Maybe because that was just a country road.
Let me see what the population.
24,000.
No. Population? Do you want to hear this?
Yeah.
I bet you it's more than where I live.
It was 582.
Oh, that's less than where I live. I only have a little over 1,000 in the city where I live.
So that's probably why they had trouble with the pin on the map. So, but
I feel bad.
but let's talk about who was waiting and the information that he was able to.
Well, I like what Blue. I can remember his name.
Cheri.
When they drove up, he looked at whoever was coming out, and then she says, "Well, it's not an old person."
Exactly.
I thought it was the husband and not the wife.
Yeah.
And
I thought they favored.
I hope that they felt when they watched that back, they felt good about that. He said we're not old people. I mean, because they weren't, but you know what I mean.
Well, I know. I think he's expecting to see
a
parents or grandparents, somebody. Oh,
yeah, that's how I interpret it, Melissa.
Oh, I know. That's exactly.
And her name was Char, and she was a cousin on his father's side. But then it's funny. I'm thinking, okay, cousin. I'm thinking first cousin. But then when they sat down,
like brothers,
grandfathers were brothers, and I'm like, yes, that's really far off.
Yeah.
But that's probably all they could find. Remember, we're
Yeah.
talking DNA here.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she did have some photos and she did have the tree
Yeah.
to show
She
them. And they
showed
were
the grands and the greats on the
yeah,
dad's
and they were
side.
so happy to see him and
Yeah.
wanted to keep connected. And I thought
And
that was
they were adoptees as
Adoptive
well.
parents.
yes, they had adopted their children. So
Yes.
that was great for the story because she was saying I can see it from the other side. And that's what I've told you guys almost every season. I can see
Yeah,
it
you
from the
do.
other side. It has helped me see it from the other side. And
Because
that's
it might help them, like Cheri, if their children, if they haven't already, if they say, I would like to find if they go through this process,
yes.
not that every
Yes.
process is going to be a good one, but maybe it'll help them to be a little more comfortable with it.
Exactly. Because it sure has helped me. It
That's
really
good.
has helped me.
But
So
you notice there's always the question that adoptees, and it just breaks my heart. It was always when they find out there's other children in the family or whatever, why me?
yeah, always.
Why me?
Always. Well, of
And
course,
I
that's
think
just a
that's
natural
a
question.
mental
Yeah.
stressor
Mhm.
also,
Mhm.
and again, they don't know that, say 20, 30 years prior, but
Right.
once as an adult, or still, why me?
Yeah.
And then other siblings, that hurts.
Yeah.
You know,
We've
that
got a
hurts.
couple of teams that have that happening.
Yes. Yes.
Jerry doesn't, as far as we know, right?
Was he an only child?
No.
No, maybe he's looking for his brother Ross.
He's looking for the brother Rob.
But he has discovered
Ross.
since that he has other siblings that he didn't know
Yes.
about. So,
Yes.
So this is going to be a great journey for him. I
He's
really,
so excited.
I love their story. I know I love their story. And I love the fact that, and I don't want this to be offensive in any way, but they're older. I'm older than they are, I think. So, but I love that they're older. And I know that people have asked several seasons, can we be older and go on the show? And so I'm thinking that they've told them yes because they can find people, and maybe there are people that want to go on, but they can't find anybody because they are older. And so,
And I may have missed it, but I don't think Jerry cried in this episode.
no,
He'd be the best one out of the three.
I think so. I don't think he did, unless they just didn't let us see it.
Yeah, because the first two
'Cause he
episodes,
did
he
the
was
first
a
and
big
second
ball of
one.
tears.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why we love him. So
Yeah.
that's why we love him. So their story is just really precious.
Everybody's got that story.
Yeah.
But I love that she showed a family tree.
Yes.
Anything genealogy we'd love to see.
Exactly.
And so I think that she's going to be a great help to him if he wants to pursue his genealogy and all that stuff. So
At least
absolutely
on the side, that's his dad's
on the
side.
father's side, yeah.
The father's side.
And he just didn't expect that at all.
No.
Just great. Yeah, it was just wonderful. I'm so happy for him. I'm just so happy for him. Well, what about Team Red? Let's talk about Team Red.
That was the niece.
Who would like to talk about Team Red?
Oh, I can talk about
she found her sister.
Yeah, so
it was her sister. Remember, I told you I grabbed week 2 notes, not 3. So.
Okay.
I'm not looking. So yes.
Laura, what were you
Yeah, so the person that came to the door was Rosemary, and she says she's her sister. By her, I mean Candace's sister on her dad's side. And it was really such a sweet moment because they started hugging, and then the sister kind of noticed Andrea just kind of standing there like,
come on
into the hug. It was such a sweet moment.
And I really love that because we were told that she was supposed to go on and meet, I think, a family, and then they told her that she would not be meeting any family. So I'm glad that she's getting included. I still say they're going to put a family member in there somewhere.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
But then Candace asked her how old she is.
Right.
And I won't say her age again, but she is older than Candace, which
is the older sister.
The oldest. I am not the oldest. But what was really touching was she saw a photo of her dad.
Yes.
His dad's name is Jerome McNally.
Yeah.
And she said she saw a lot of herself in him.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, so they were so sweet, but Rosemary, oh my gosh, such a sweet
Rosemary
woman.
almost couldn't
I
get it
want to
out.
be related
Yeah.
to her. I swear,
Yeah.
she's so
We all want her.
sweet.
We
Yeah.
all want her. Yeah.
And so she also promised to love Andrea as a sister.
As a
Yeah.
sister.
Oh,
Welcome to
It
the
was
family.
just because she knew this mattered to Candace.
yes.
She's the person that's important to you, so she's important to me.
Right.
It
Exactly.
was so touching.
It was. It really, really was. I loved that. And I love that she's met an older sister. I mean, she's
Absolutely.
having quite the journey. She's
Yes,
really
she
having
is.
quite the journey and getting so many questions answered,
Yeah.
which is what we want for all of them is to get their questions answered. But some get more answers than others. But
Mhm.
Candace seems to really have been hitting the jackpot when it comes to relatives. So where do you want to go from there? Team green or team black?
Let's go to Team Green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a beautiful story as well.
I like the little background piece they did on
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
I can't remember her name.
Danita.
Hillary.
The
Hillary.
Hillary,
Yeah.
talking about
Hillary.
being a single mom and
Yes.
how her mother-in-law have really, really embraced her and her
Right.
child, and
Yeah.
her husband, took him
Right.
in as his own and stuff. So that was a really
Yes.
nice piece.
Oh, I think so too. And it helped understand that connection.
Yes.
With Janitra too,
Because not all mother-in-laws are like that.
because
No.
no mother-in-laws are like that. Yeah, absolutely. They're not. So they had a little bit of trouble getting because I remember her saying at one point, this is not a real road.
Right.
They couldn't find the address, but then
No.
finally they did. And again, sometimes these rural neighborhoods, I mean, there's
they did
as
good, though.
rural as blue, but
Yeah,
but still
they did
sometimes
good.
these rural neighborhoods they're hard to find
Yeah.
homes. But
But so I think it was very bittersweet. I don't know. It's my
oh yeah.
else wants to tell the story.
Go ahead, Laura.
So she meets a niece. Selena comes to the door,
Mhm.
and her niece says, "Well, Hillary looks like her grandmother." And it took a few minutes for me to
Yeah, it did me too.
Right. Yes, I was
that
gonna say
Selena's grandmother is Hillary's mother.
mother. She just calls her grandmother, and I know people that if that's happened to, that call their
Yeah, and so they're pretty close in age.
Mhm.
Weren't they only just a couple years apart?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
But she looked just like her.
she,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And that
Hillary
really
just
got to Hillary too, is how much she looked like her.
Mhm.
right,
Yeah.
but she was so tactful in how she said, "You are more or less my age, and you got to live in the household with my mother, and I have a lot of questions."
Exactly.
Bless your
Because
heart.
it's the mother's sister, correct?
Say what?
Isn't she the mother's sister?
No,
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 she's the niece. She's
She's
the
niece.
daughter of her mother's sister.
Okay, because remember
Yeah.
she
But
said
she
she
called,
grew up-
she called the woman that she
Yes.
lived with grandmother, and
That's
that
it.
mother, that grandmother is actually Hillary's mother.
Hillary's
by
Mother.
mother.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it was very confusing at the
Yeah.
beginning. I had to stop and think,
That's why I'm recalling that. And I thought, wait
what
a
is
minute.
she saying? And I had to kind of think about what she was saying for a few minutes, and then remember I've got a friend that the same thing happened to her. So
Yeah. So it really must be kind of like, I'm sure Hillary had questions like, well, why couldn't she
yes,
let
You grow up.
yes.
we didn't, if she asked that question, they didn't share it with us, which is
No.
fine. We don't have to know everything.
No,
But then she did share that Hillary's mother, Faye, has passed away.
Well, do you remember how that happened? She showed a picture and she said, ask about anybody in the picture. I'll be glad to tell you who they are. And the first person she picked was her mother.
Her mother.
Yep.
And she
And
didn't know that was
her mother looked exactly like her too.
Yeah, and then Selena had to tell her, what happened.
She passed, yeah.
And she had a heart attack at 52.
Yeah.
And I think that really floored Hillary. That was out of the blue, unexpected, because they had been talking in the car about meeting her parents, and her mother-in-law said they're probably saving that towards the end.
Towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
And it was hard for Selena because she was saying that she had just left home.
Yeah.
And it happened like a few days after she left home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And apparently it was very sudden.
Yeah.
So, so I think they enjoyed meeting each other, and it'll probably be very good for them. But I think it was a hard day.
Shock.
It was a shock, and it was a hard day.
It was hard.
It wasn't like we've seen them in the past. Say, okay, I have to tell you something that's bad news, and then they tell them. Right. It just kind of came out all of a sudden, and so it was. Yeah, she wasn't prepared at all.
She wasn't, and I'm hoping that through this this family tie, that Hillary is going to learn so much about her mother. So much more about her mother.
She should, from the relative.
Well, since
she met, because she was close with her mother.
Right. And so
almost like that was her mother. And you know what I mean?
She raised
dynamics.
Her. She raised her, right. So
she raised her.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that will be.
But did she ask her if the mother ever told her about her?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. She may have, but we didn't hear it. So
I didn't write that down.
I didn't hear it either, but that would have been the first thing. Did my mother ever say? Because she said she was raised by her mother.
Right.
So I would say, did she ever say anything about me?
Yeah. So we weren't privy to that conversation.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, and we say this all the time. There are things that are going to be they cut out just for time, and they're just things that probably we don't need to know anyway. So
or it might connect.
We are blessed that we get to know what we do get to know, you know, and be able to,
especially when you're talking about DNA.
Yeah. So then we get Team Black. They're just so cute. I mean, they're all these teams. They're so sweet. They're just I just love all of them, but Team Black, they just crack me up. Sadie and Jake, they are so good together. And did you notice that they've got the alien in their car? Did you notice in the back seat?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, they had the alien, and I think Jake kept a pair of those sunglasses.
So they had a green alien sitting in the back of their car. Which
I did notice that when they got out of the car, they were going towards the house. That Jake grabbed her hand to hold her hand.
Yes.
I
thought that was so sweet.
Yeah. That is so sweet, because he knows this is going to be a good moment, or it could be a sad. They don't know, and he wants to be there to support her. So, and I wrote that down.
Is there any other kids in their family, or is it just
I think it's just them.
I don't know,
because remember they show when they bring the baby home. There's a picture,
right? I don't know. I don't think they have. I don't think they've actually talked about that. I mean, they haven't. I just don't know.
Yeah, but they show family pictures.
Shelley, there's always the pictures of the two of them, but that could be
on purpose. It could be the others don't want to be. They don't want to be on camera. They didn't want to have their picture shown. Things like that. So we don't know. But she got to meet her aunt, and her cousin, and so
her daughter.
This is her mom's sister.
Yeah. So
and then the daughter, and they're only a year apart.
And they're very close as well in age. So that was fun, because then she got to know a little bit more about her mom. She's gradually getting to know more and more about her mom. And so I'm seeing that means something.
She got to see a picture of her mom as an adult.
Yes, for the first time.
Yeah. And did I hear right that her aunt said that there was 14 siblings?
Yes.
Well, I wrote that down.
I got 13. I wrote down 13.
13
plus that one.
46 cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big family. They're going to have a huge family reunion on day 9. That's just all they're going to have to bring everybody.
There's another team, isn't there, that has a lot of
Team Green.
Green team, yeah.
That's why she's got that. That's why she was given that little family tree, so she could she can keep track of all of hers. Yeah. So another big family, and another wonderful reunion, and she got
Now the aunt and cousin took them skating.
Yes.
Roller skating.
And I thought and the Sadie wasn't a skater.
Yeah.
What she said she loved seeing Jake skating with her biological family.
She never thought she'd see
that
something
must have been
like
a little surreal just to see.
Yes. Yeah,
This-
it must have been. It must have been. So yeah. So I think that was a really good meeting for her. And
Yeah.
um am I remembering right that she, or maybe I'm thinking about another team. Somebody said something about I was surprised that she gave you up. We didn't see that coming, but it
She
must
did.
but I don't remember now.
Somebody made that comment on day 3, and I don't remember. It might have been Sadie's.
Laura,
I do remember that. I think it was Team Black. She said something about I was surprised, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
that's right. She did say that.
She made a comment. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So
and that would have been a dagger for me.
Oh gosh.
That hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric said he cried when did you see that?
He said anytime anybody meets a sister, he cries.
A sister.
Or the mom,
Yes.
Or mom.
I think him and his mom were my favorite, so far.
Yeah. It was another wonderful night of meeting family.
Till Dan shows up with the results.
Yeah, till Dan shows up.
Dan comes and spoils the party, right?
He'd like to meet everybody, and then he says, okay.
Yeah.
First and second place.
Exactly. So, of course, now we've got 2 teams that have strikes. So we've got black and blue that each have a strike. And so they're going into the results with that. And they're going into the results knowing that whoever comes in first place gets 3 minutes off their time on day 4 and can choose another team.
Yeah.
2 minutes off. I hate when they do that because it's got to be so stressful. I mean, who do you choose? It's just so hard. But, so who wants to go over the results? Anybody want to go over the results?
Red team already started asking for them to like them so that they would get those 2 minutes, and come to find out they got first place. So they get to give the 2 minutes.
That was so funny, already. And Dad's like, already starting. Yeah. And they're all like, we love you. We love you. We love you. It was so
the texting's going to begin.
Oh yeah. The texting on day 4 is going to be something. So then Team Green.
We got 2 teams that already had 1 strike.
Black and blue.
Somebody was going to get
because we've got red and green, and so that left black and blue. And so everybody's worried, but I think we all knew because of the day that Blue had.
Yeah. Blue had to time
because of the challenge.
Oh, because of the challenge, that they were going to come in last place. And so I do feel sorry for them, but it's not like you go home anymore. I mean, you still get to run.
I don't even know why we even do strikes.
Yeah.
Except for the fact they said that the ones with the most strikes in those 2 teams go head to head.
Go head to head.
I get that, but
yeah. So that's so it's all about day 10.
Yeah.
And so they had to do something, but yeah, so they've gotten their second strike. And but it's like, it's okay. You've met this wonderful family member. Now we'll leave you alone.
but for a little bit.
But did you notice when they were introducing and told about their days, and Hillary had to tell everybody that her biological mother had passed away? They all were crying. Did you see?
Even Dan.
They were all crying. And it just shows you that they just have this connection with each other. I mean, how could you not,
Yeah.
How could you not? Because
and everyone's rooting for each other, even though it's a competition.
Exactly.
You're still rooting, and you're also just as excited for the connection or whoever they
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
and I think that's a beautiful part of the show.
Yeah, I do too.
And
so, when we say everybody was crying, I was crying.
Yes.
It was, to watch everybody just cry like that. I was crying too. So, but I've told y'all before, when it comes on and the music starts and they knock on that door, I'm crying. It's already know.
I'm Bob's dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is because I already know
No
what.
offense, Penny.
No offense, Penny. I already know there's going to be some really special moments, and so I tear up just hearing the song, and especially that knock on the door. That I guess the knock on the door kills me because I know what that means, and so it was another wonderful day on Relative Race, and you know,
Yes.
It was good.
is there anything that you can think of that maybe we didn't talk about um that we didn't? I
No,
love.
I think we covered it all.
Yeah, I
And
always love as Dan talks to the person that's gotten a strike. I mean, it could be totally different. They might not get another strike the whole time. You just never
Right.
know.
Right.
But he says, what I want you to think about is who's waiting for you. Who is
Right.
waiting for you on day 4? That's what you need to focus on now and getting there as fast as you can, really, but
Mhm.
who is waiting for you? And he always says, it's another day, it's just
Mhm.
it's another day and just move forward. And I guess other than that day 10 that you got to worry about now, you can just kind of forget about it and go on to the next day. Where in the
Mhm.
past,
Mhm.
you knew you could leave the show and you wouldn't be able to meet those
Right.
people.
Right.
The first seasons you could they didn't even meet the people.
They didn't give them, but they said they always give them the
Afterwards, yeah,
rest.
afterwards, and
Yeah.
then we started getting golden tickets so they could go meet the people. And now they get to meet all of the people. And I've noticed a couple people have posted in the different Relative Race pages, can we get updates about the teams? And what I wanted to say to our viewers is if you'll go back and look at all of our seasons, because we've been doing this for quite a while.
Follow up. Yes.
We try really hard. Sometimes people can't come and sometimes it just doesn't work out for them, but we try really, really hard after day 10 to have team reunions. So go back and start looking and finding those team reunions because they do tell us what's going on and what happened afterwards. So go find those. And also in the seasons where you get 3 strikes and you left, we would have them come on the show and they would give us updates then. So
Right.
if you are new to Relative Race and you're binging the seasons, which I've seen lots of people say, hey, I just found this show and I'm binging the seasons, and you found us, you found GenFriends covering Relative Race, go back and look at our previous seasons and watch as we talk about those episodes. And that would be really fun. And let us know. You can still ask questions. You can still make a comment, even for seasons that are past. So we do have some reunions and we do have people coming on the show that talk about what's going on in their lives. And I'm sure they've got many more updates from there, but at least it'll give you a clue as to what happened after the show and what kind of things were going on. So I would suggest that you do that. That would be a fun thing because I think we've been having team reunions at least since season 6.
At least.
At least. Well, I know we did because that's the Deshay and JD and
Yeah.
Jen
Yeah.
and
And you just wonder
Chuck
how
and
everybody's
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, and so they were wonderful to come on. And so that might have been our actual official team reunion start. I'm not
Was
sure.
the Shay?
Yeah, Paul and Anitra.
I
Um,
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
yeah, and
Can you
Team
believe
Red.
16 seasons?
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I hope I didn't miss anybody from that season. Team Red. I can see their faces and I know their names. It's just like coming to me.
I know
I'm
you still see
sorry,
them.
Team Red. I love you.
Mhm.
I just drew a blank. So anyway, but yeah, so we've been trying to do that. So I encourage you to go and watch those and and have fun with those. So we did. So I think you would too. So anyway, well, that's day 3. Moving on to day 4 next week. And can't wait to see who they meet. I can't wait to see who's behind those doors too. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. So with that, we will tell Penny goodnight.
She is
I want
sacked
to be
out back
like
there.
Penny. I want to be like Penny. Look at her
Boy.
baby hanging off the bed.
Exactly. With that, we will say bye for now. We love your comments. We love to hear from you and what you thought about the show. And we love it when the teams get on and they come on and they answer some of our questions as well. So anyway, we will see you next time on GenFriends. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.